This is a cardiovascular project by Analise, Perez, and Adreana, Lopez. Respiratory system. Organs involved. Nose. Air enters and exits the cilia and mucus line, the nasal cavity, to stop bacteria and foreign particles from entering. The nose is divided into two nasal cavities by the nasal spectrum. One cavity is for smell and the other is for respiration. Pharynx. Another place for air to enter the lungs through, located behind the oral and nasal cavities. Larynx. Voice box. After going through the pharynx, the air travels here, a part of the upper respiratory tract. Its two main functions are a passage for air to enter the lungs and for vocalization. Trachea, or windpipe, comes after the larynx and goes down the neck. The walls are made up of C-shaped cartilaginous rings to help the trachea stay fully distended.
Bronchi. The trachea divides into two tubes, one of each going into each lung. The two bronchi further divide into secondary bronchi, then tertiary bronchi, then bronchioles. The bronchioles then divide into alveoli, which are small air sacs. Alveoli are 1 cell thick and are used for diffusion of respiratory gases, oxygen and carbon dioxide, and in and out of the bloodstream. Lungs. Full of oxygen-dissolving membranes, moist with mucus, lined with a thin layer of pleura, so the lungs can expand and contract easily. Transfers oxygen from the atmosphere into the bloodstream, then release carbon dioxide. Diaphragm. A muscle located in between the thoracic and abdominal cavities, used for expansion and contracting of the lungs, inhalation and exhalation. The circulatory system. The heart. The heart is four-chambered with 2 ventricles and 2 atria. Blood enters through the atria and goes out to the rest of the body through the ventricles. Blood vessels. Hollow to allow blood to easily move, contains squamous epithelium to prevent clots. 3 types of blood vessels are arteries, veins, and capillaries. Arteries take blood with oxygen away from the heart. Veins take blood back to the heart. Capillaries are very small blood vessels that connect between 2 arteries and veins. They make easier the transfer of oxygen, nutrients, and waste in and out of the body. Blood. Red blood cells takes oxygen from the lungs and transports it throughout the body. Then it gathers CO2 and takes it back to the lungs. White blood cells fight off germs. Platelets help stop the bleeding if you get a cut or open wound. Plasma transports the blood cells. And here's our video.
You can't hear it. Why can't you hear it? I don't know. Why can't you hear it? My volume's all the way up. Is this thing up? No. Turn that on.
Flow to the limbs.
Start.
What causes it? This is Adreana Lopez and Analise Perez doing a video over a cardiovascular disease. What cardiovascular disease are we talking about today?
Today we're talking about peripheral artery disease, or PVD for short.
What is that?
It's when narrowed blood vessels reduce blood flow to the limbs.
What causes it?
Aging, diabetes, and smoking are the main causes.
What are the symptoms?
Symptoms include leg pain, particularly when walking, cool skin, loss of leg hair, thinning of the skin on the legs, and ulcers.
Is it curable?
It's treatable but not curable.
What are the treatment options?
Well, you could quit smoking, eat a heart-healthy diet, exercise more, and there are medications that you can take. There's blood thinners, there's vasodilators, which widens the blood vessels, and statin, which decreases the amount of harmful cholesterol that the liver produces. Or you can have a medical surgery called an angioplasty that unblocks the artery by inflating a balloon or placing a stent that holds the artery open.
How common is it?
Very common. More than 3 million cases a year in the U.S. alone.
I saw when you looked at the